Have you ever made fun of a really super confident person? Someone who feels secure. Have you ever made fun of someone like that? It's not very fun. You're like, you're ugly. And they're like, no, I'm not. Go away. Like, it doesn't bother them at all. My good friend Andrew, for example, he's really, really smart. He goes to a really intense, really good college. If I called him dumb, he would just laugh me off. He'd go, I'm not dumb. I'm in this expensive college. He has self-confidence. He's not worried about that. But what if Andrew was not self-confident? What if Andrew was insecure about his smarts? He kind of struggled. Every night he'd go to bed and go, am I smart? I don't know. And then when you criticized him and called him dumb, he'd go, ugh, and it would crush him. He'd get all mad. He'd get offended because he's afraid that my joke has some truth in it. When there's some truth there, it offends people even more. It bothers them more. That is what's happening with Giants fans right now. Yes, I'm trolling them even more. I don't care. Giants fans are the most sensitive people I've met in a long, long time. It's ridiculous. So I criticized the Giants the other day, about a week, right after the draft, last Friday, when the Giants drafted Saquon Barkley and passed on Sam Darnold. I said that was a massive, massive mistake, and I've doubled down on it. I am tripling down on it right now. That was a huge mistake. Look, I think Saquon Barkley is going to be successful, but come to me in 2 to 3 years when the Giants are not in the playoffs and the Jets are, because the Giants don't have a quarterback and the Jets do. The main comment I keep getting on YouTube is this. Giants fans will say, we can find another quarterback. Oh, we'll get another quarterback. We can always find a quarterback. Really? Franchise quarterbacks don't grow on trees. I don't understand where this notion comes from. We can always just find another quarterback as if there's a huge abundance of them. They're everywhere. You can always find them. That's not true. That's not true at all. So I want to go back in history. Johnny Unitas. The last time Johnny Unitas started for the Colts was 1972. They were still in Baltimore. And it wasn't until 1999, over 20 years later, in a different city, that the Colts drafted Peyton Manning. Over 20 years before they had another great quarterback. Or how about this, the Browns? The Browns had Bernie Kosar in 1996. 22 years later, in 2018, they have Baker Mayfield, Baker Mayfield might be a franchise quarterback, but they've tried over and over and over again, and they've failed. How about this? The Tennessee Titans. In 2005, Steve McNair had his last start as the Tennessee Titans quarterback. And it wasn't until 10 years later they got Marcus Mariota in 2015. That was 10 years of misery between Vince Young and Jake Locker, Kerry Collins, Zach Mettenberger. The point is, quarterbacks do not grow on trees. You can't just, we'll just get another quarterback. It doesn't work like that. You had an opportunity to get one, and you decided not to. The Giants passed on a franchise quarterback and drafted a running back instead. It's unforgivable. It's a huge, massive mistake. I will say that until the day I die. Even look at the Giants themselves. Phil Simms made his last start as the Giants starting quarterback in 1993. Phil Simms won Super Bowls. And then guess what? It wasn't until 2005 the Giants got Eli Manning. Over 12 years. Are you really willing to risk the next 12 years without a quarterback, Giants fans? Because you had one and you passed on him. And admit it was a huge mistake. You're insecure about it. That's why you're angry. You're going to say, we're not angry because we're insecure. We're angry because you're wrong. Okay, come find me in 2 to 3 years. We'll sort it out. I'll be right. You'll be wrong. I guarantee you. Look, here's what's going to happen. Saquon Barkley's going to have success. He's an amazing player. He's going to look really good, especially at the beginning of next season. But guess what? It's not going to win games. Saquon Barkley's going to be unbelievable, and the Giants are going to win like 6 games. So what's going to happen? Don't come crying to me saying, oh, you were right, I'm sorry. I mean, you'll never do that anyways. You guys are New Yorkers. But the point is, you had a quarterback, you passed on him, you drafted a running back instead, and now you're not going to win your division, and you're not going to win your division in 2 years, in 3 years, in 4 years, or in 5 years, because the Giants do not have a future franchise quarterback. They have the dregs of Eli Manning, you know, at the bottom of orange juice, there's like a little bit of pulp, the dregs. That's all that Eli Manning has left. There's nothing left in the tank for Eli Manning. And I promise you, he might have like a little bit of success. He might not be awful this year, but they're not going to win a Super Bowl. They're not going to win their division. And having a little bit of success is not the same as dominating the NFL. And that's what they could have done in 2 to 3 years with a great coach and a great young quarterback. I believe the Giants made a massive mistake when they passed on Sam Darnold. It's unforgivable. I'll never let them forget it. You can hate me, be angry. All I'll say is Saquon Barkley is going to have success. It's going to look like I was wrong. It really will. At the beginning of next year, you're going to go, Zach was wrong. He's crazy. Have patience. Come talk to me in 2 to 3 years when the Giants have, not only, they don't even have the dregs of Eli Manning anymore, the Giants will have nothing at quarterback, and the Jets will have Sam Darnold. Come talk to me in 2 to 3 years, Giants fans. Just watch. Watch what happens. Quarterbacks do not grow on trees. It's not easy. Good luck trying to find another franchise quarterback in the next 5 to 10 years, Giants fans. It's not going to happen. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Help me grow Strong Opinion Sports by telling your friends about this show. Share it on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever it is. Tell your friends, help me grow Strong Opinion Sports. And remember, you can subscribe on iTunes, on SoundCloud, and on YouTube. Tell your friends, subscribe to the show. Thank you so much. Have a great day.